Hello everybody, it is Brian for GadgetUnit.com, and in this video it is time for episode 62 of my question and answer series. I haven't really posted a video at all since the last Q&A was uploaded last week. Like I said in that video, I just don't really have too many things to make videos on. But I do have about 4 or 5 different things that I still would like to do a video on, so expect those within the next couple of weeks. But things are definitely going to be slowing down until, new stuff happens. There hasn't really been a lot of videos that, I can relate to, or products that I can relate to that I could actually do videos on. Anyway, starting with this Q&A at the bottom from Jordan Farrington. Are you excited for Call of Duty Ghosts? You spelled excited wrong, but I'll let that one slide. I won't say that I'm excited, but I am looking forward to this game. I did see the multiplayer trailer, by the way, and that looks pretty good. I'm a huge fan of Black Ops 2. I mainly play hardcore team deathmatch because I could pretty much almost every round be at the top of the leaderboard. I'm actually quite good with that particular game mode, but this game, so far, it seems a little bit different than other Call of Duty games in the sense that you have to be more stealthy rather than just running out and just shooting everybody you see. So that's going to make this game a little interesting, and I am looking forward to it. I did not pre-order it yet, but I hope to do so soon for Steam, the PC version. So that is that. From Cool Tiger Dude, thoughts on the iPhone 5C. Based off of this photo alone, I think it looks quite good. I mean, it's going to be a lower cost option, so obviously it's not going to be made up of the more premium materials, but this looks pretty good as well. We'll just have to see in less than 3 weeks now until they actually unveil the thing, so we'll have to see. But so far I do like what I'm seeing. So yeah, that's it with that. From Alfie Days, what was the thing to do with @unthreaded jailbreak about? So these guys previously released an untethered jailbreak for iOS 4.3.5 and 5.0.1, 2 versions of iOS that nobody cares about, and those only worked for non-A5 devices, so pretty much the iPhone 4 and below. They say they have a 6.1.3 jailbreak and a 6.1.4 jailbreak and a jailbreak for the iOS 7 betas, but the photos and videos that they've posted can easily be faked, so those don't mean anything. They recently said tonight that they have a downgrade or downgrade, whatever, and it's hard to tell if these guys are fake. I mean, obviously the language they're using is not common, so and this guy actually FaceTimed me twice, so that was kind of funny. However, I just don't see any type of reasoning to say that these guys are legit. So until then, they're pretty much fakers. Or facker, as they always say. Oh, hashtag facker, my bad. Here's their website. They started out with no progress bar, then they added 1 progress bar, and now they have a bunch just to be funny. None of these here are for newer devices or newer versions of iOS, so pretty much useless, everything they're doing now. From you, Apple Tech, I'm not going to read this because I actually know what this sounds like, unlike the previous one, Mike Space Hunt. So I'll pass on that. Jordan Farrington asks, what do you think of the new BMW M4? So this is of the concept that they showed not too long ago in Monterey, and should this be the real thing, which it probably will be, this looks really, really nice. I like pretty much everything about this car. I really like the 4 tailpipes out the back. I really like the front because it closely resembles, if I could find a photo of the front. So the front hood area closely resembles a BMW Z4, which I'm a fan of. Of course, I'm a fan of the GT version because I use that car quite a bit in Project Cars, as you can see. So I think this car looks really nice. I like the color in this one as well. I like the wheels a lot. I just find that there's a lot to like about this particular car. So that is that. From a Cool Tiger Dude, thoughts on the rumored gold or champagne iPhone 5S? When they first started talking about this, I sort of shrugged at the sort of idea of this type of phone, but then people started making mock-ups that were kind of ugly. But then this mock-up showed up, and this doesn't look too bad. I imagine that if it is a 128 gigabyte model, it'll probably cost $1,000 unsubsidized. But really, it doesn't look that bad. So that's pretty much it with that. Lastly, from X Mage of Metal X, can you take a look at my new website, Legion Core, and tell me your thoughts on it? It's about metal and rock music. So here it is. It's a unconventional website design, I think. And really, one thing I would say right out of the box is that on the front page, you shouldn't be showing the entire length of a post. You should just be showing a post excerpt, or just sort of like the first paragraph, and put a read more button there. And considering you are using WordPress, because you do have your WordPress login page here, use the more tag to split this up. So if you put the more tag between the first paragraph and the second paragraph, that should enable you to automatically have a read more button show up here. And that makes it so you don't have to scroll so far along the page to see what else is there. Keep the posts coming. That's really the key to keep people coming to your site, is to keep pumping out new content, because you haven't really been posting too much. The design is fine. You know, it's kind of dark and reddish, which I think goes well with a metal website. So I think it's fine. I would just really shrink the front page posts down by using a more tag. I think it's on the first row of the WordPress post editor, so check that out. But that's it with episode 62 of my Q&A series. I hope to record some new videos soon, so stay tuned for those. But if you have a question that you would like me to try and answer, leave those down below in the comments area. Otherwise, that's it with this video. So thanks a lot for watching, and I'll talk to you all very soon.